Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Coffee and Headlines, our morning live get together here on Facebook. Christy Frederick, I'm so glad you're here because I have a bone to pick with you. Well, I have some questions to ask. But before we get into that, hello, it's hot. It is so hot outside. I just looked out my window and there is no breeze. The air is just not moving, and these are the hottest days. But we're still happy to be here on this Thursday, June 3rd, here at Coffee and Headlines, where we take a look at headlines from Mexico, from our state, Jalisco, from our city, Puerto Vallarta. We combine them with your questions, your comments, your suggestions, your ideas on how we can all have an amazing time here in Puerto Vallarta as a community of English-speaking locals. It is a pleasure to say hello to all of you. And yes, it is very hot and humid out there. I'm seeing all kinds of comments that we're going to get to in the second half of the broadcast. But first, we're going to take a look at our news, which include news about the dry law, about water system improvements in some parts of the city, students going back to school, robberies in Plaza Marina. We kind of touched base on that yesterday. New flights coming into town, an art exhibition by a friend that is such a good friend that I never know how to pronounce his last name, and some fun music links coming from the New York Times. So brace yourselves. Let's get this show on the road. Okay. Oh, where are my news? Those are my news from yesterday. I need something new to read because I won't be able to have my... Oh, my goodness. I didn't write down my news. Okay, so I'm just going to improvise. No, wait a second. I can't improvise. Let me see. Where are my news? Just hang in there for a second, Cluster. I know that I wrote down notes on what I wanted to tell you this morning. I just didn't prepare them, but this will take me a second. Da-da-dee-da-da, talk amongst yourselves. 1 second, please. 1 second, please. Actually, I can tell you about my earworm from this morning. No, I'm not going to tell you about my earworm from this morning just yet. Let me just open my news notes, which I thought I had open. Shame on me. Okay, hold on just a second. I am almost there. Okay, start copying there. And don't mind me. Copy all these news to this other place that we know and love. And hold on. I swear to God, we're almost there. I can't believe this. It must be the heat that is affecting me. Okay. Oh, I can't copy my news. This is so very strange. Okay, I'm going to improvise because I'm getting all confused here with my news. For starters, I want to tell you that there will not be dry law in Puerto Vallarta. no surprises here. The authorities have chosen to give priority to our destination's economic recovery, and in doing so, all the bars will be open, all the stores will sell alcohol. You will not miss a single cocktail during this upcoming electoral period. So, all these warnings that I have been giving you to go to the supermarket and buy booze are absolutely useless. You will not need them at all because you will not be able to stop drinking while the political business is going on in the city. So it is what it is. If you must drink, then you must drink. And if it's one of those things in which you drink too much, well, what can I tell you? I don't know that we can stop you in any way, shape, or form. Now, while I'm stalling here, I have been able to find my news. So I think I can now continue showing you what I want to show you. Okay, so I told you about the dry law. Let me get rid of the drunk lady. I was just trying to make a statement here. Bye bye, drunk toilet. And now we can continue with our news. Thank you. The nice folks from Aramara, from Palmar de Aramara, have endured lousy streets for years, and now they're being improved. The neighborhood's being improved and repaved, which is good. But now Seapal has just announced that it will take 3 months to upgrade and improve all the water pipes in all the streets of this mostly residential neighborhood. So if you're living in Aramara, be happy that all these improvements are coming to your neighborhood, and you may just have to endure some temporary inability to access your driveway. But hey, these things need to get done at one point or another. I also wanted to let you know that after a year and 5 months of studying from home, students at the Guadalajara University local campus are back at school, at least some of them, as the university prepares to resume all classes during the month of August. Presently, the return to classes is gradual and voluntary, and all students are expected to return to school on August 10. Yesterday, some of you asked about the shooting at Plaza Marina, and it was actually a robbery. It took place a couple of days ago. The victims were interviewed, and they had just withdrawn 246,000 pesos from the Bancomer branch at that shopping center, and that was the amount of money that was taken from them by two men at gunpoint. Kerching. That was not fun. Hopefully, no, actually, we know that nobody was seriously harmed in the process, but still, it is important to talk about these things because even though we don't talk about them frequently, there are a lot of robberies going on in town. Petty robbery for the most part. There are a lot of people that are hungry. So what can we do? We need to be out there and be just really careful with what we do when we go to the bank, if we're going to be making large withdrawals and so forth and so on. There's been also some reports of robberies going on at shopping centers and so forth. Just be mindful of your surroundings. I'm not suggesting that it is unsafe to go out or anything like that. It simply is, that time of the year in which there are a lot of people that are hungry and are unemployed, and just be careful out there. And with that said, let us turn to our temperature. Ay, 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 it's so hot outside. And it's going to get hotter, what can I tell you? But let's take a look at what we can expect for the next few days. We are having a heat wave, and all these clouds are fracking the pressing, says our snarky weather. Our temperature is 28 degrees Celsius right now. It feels like 31. Humidity is at 77%. Fahrenheit temperature is 82, and we have a 12% chance of rain right now. It's a little more than yesterday, and we still don't know when it's going to rain, hopefully sometime soon. But, the weather forecast says rain in the morning. I believe it when I see it. A high temperature of 31, low temperature of 24. Tomorrow, Friday, humid and mostly cloudy through the day with a high temperature of 31 and a low temperature of 24, just as today. And Saturday, humid and partly cloudy through the day with a high temperature of 32, low temperature of 23. Ouch. But, we should know better. We know that this is the way the weather is this time of the year, and we might as well get used to it. Why? Well, because according to weather authorities, the temperature will continue to rise until the rain season begins. And when it does, it will get even more hot and humid at first due to the high temperature of the ground as it is. So stay well hydrated, stay indoors, turn your fans on, and do whatever it is that you have to do to stay cool in these days. I also wanted to let you know about new flights that have been announced from Los Angeles, Houston, and Dallas starting next month. These are direct flights that will be offered by Spirit Airlines. And Spirit Airlines has been flying to Cabo and Cancun, and I think this is the first season that they're flying to Puerto Vallarta. They will have 13 arrivals per week from, again, Los Angeles, Houston, and Dallas. So if you are in any of these cities, consider checking out the Spirit Airlines website just to see if they have any special launching deals for you to consider. I also wanted to let you know I ran into my friend Mike, whose last name is either Lacking or Laking. I'm not entirely sure, but please don't hold it against me. Anyhow, Mike is a local but internationally award-winning photo artist that specializes in flower photography. He has an ongoing exhibition of his work at San Mare Healthcare Group in the Hotel Zone, where you can purchase limited edition reproductions of his stunning photographs all ready to hang. What a great deal. Go to a hospital, get your blood pressure taken, or whatever it is that you need to have done, and at the same time, buy beautiful art for your home. So, anyhow, I just wanted to make sure that you knew about this ongoing exhibition. Mike didn't give me any starting or ending time, or date rather, for the work, but that is something. Oh, Michael Young, you are here. Good, I have a bone to pick with you as well. Excellent. But before we do that, we have news from the New York Times. They continue with their 5-minute article series. This time they focus on percussion. In case you don't know about the series of articles that we mention frequently, the New York Times goes and speaks with renowned professionals of different fields about specific types of music and what made them fall in love with that specific music. And now the article focuses on percussion music. So if you're curious about this, I'm going to give you the link in the show notes. And we also have another one from the Times, 5 classical albums to hear right now. A single year in Mozart's career, a Florence Price focus, and a fresh take on big band music are among recent releases. I love these articles because these articles also include links to the music so that you can enjoy it. It's hot, hot, hot. Anyhow, these are our news. And what I'm going to do now is go back to all your comments and see what it is that we have to say about some of you that are here. As always, it is a pleasure to look at your good mornings. Good morning to our favorite baker, Raymond. It's good to see you. Christy Frederick. I am so happy that Christy's here. Well, Christy joins us just about every day. I have been sitting on these photographs that you kindly sent me, and I've been meaning to ask you about them. I mean, look at these. What a wonderful life a resident squirrel rescuer has. Those don't look like squirrels to me, though. They look like baby itty-bitty raccoons. Christy sent me these photographs the other day. Look at how adorable these things are and playful. I mean, I don't know if they're tame or wild, but Christy seems to have the best of lives because she's always hanging out with interesting creatures. So, Christy, it would be such a joy if you would take 2 seconds to comment on these little bugs that you were so sweet to send me, because I thought they were absolutely adorable. Please tell us a little bit about them in your comments, if you may. Paula's happy because she's one day closer to seeing PV. Whenever that date comes, may your travels be safe and may your arrival be good. Let's see what else we have. Overcast and muy muggy, muy muggy. I love that, Dave. Thank you very much for that. Let's see what else we have. Michael Young, I thought about you this morning because my ear warm this morning was Steve Miller's band Abracadabra. So I imagined your performance of this in our imaginary classical recital of pop songs gone classical, and you going something like Abracadabra, and that was just me. I made myself laugh. The end. I hope you're well, but just know that I think about you frequently when I think about these old pop songs and imagine what they would sound like if they were given the operatic treatment. Um, Anyone else resisting the use of the air conditioner here? Well, for starters, I don't even have one. To have one would be too expensive for my budget. But any opportunity I get to go into an air conditioned venue is very much appreciated. Uh, uh, but actually, Terry, I have friends that have solar panels, and solar panels seem to be the way to go if you have air conditioning in your own um, um, if you own your own property. Let's see what else we have. Beep, 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 beep. I'm guessing that a large percentage of the people out drinking in PV are not voters. Well, I think it's people will drink. People will drink, and I think that percentage is likely to change on Sunday. I don't think we have to worry too much about this, and I hope I'm not wrong on this one. There will be some contention, needless to say. This political adventure has been absolutely far from civilized, and we'll report about this as we get closer to the weekend and also on Monday once we figure out who is going to be our new mayor. Don't we all drink with our politics? Don't get me started. Let's see what else we have. Dee, 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 dee. Who withdraws that amount of money? Did you say 246,000 pesos? Well, John, who am I to know why people need cash all of a sudden? Sometimes people have to do payroll. Sometimes people have to do this and that and the other. Maybe they were heading into a car dealership. Who knows? But I have seen people withdraw large amounts of money, and who are we to know why they use it for? Um, let's see what else we have. I see a link to a Facebook story, but because we are not going to click on it right now, we don't know what it is about. Um, let's see. Let's see. Logan is thinking we'll get our first rain this evening between 7 and 9. If I'm right, you can buy me a birthday lunch this weekend. Okay, fine. Be that way. If it rains between 7 and 9 p.m. today, local time, I will buy you lunch for your birthday. There you go. Let's see. Let's see. I doubt that this was a withdrawal from an ATM, Michael. Usually, people, business people have to go and conduct business and have large amounts of money. What can I tell you? Um, let's see. Let's see. Good point, Catherine. Not everybody takes electronic transfers. Um, oh, wow. Matthew says, yesterday I had a wardrobe fitting and signed a contract because next week he's going to be working as an extra in Limbo, a new film by Alejandro González Iñárritu. Will this be another Oscar win for him? We don't know, but absolutely, absolutely keep us posted, Matthew. That sounds like a lot of fun. I wonder if you'll be able to take photos with your cell phone. Anyhow, that sounds like a lot of fun. Let's see what else we have. Terry says mapache for the photos that I showed you, and Joey has a desire for a pet raccoon. I think a pet raccoon would eat your pet rooster and your pet hen, or at the very least would go at the eggs that your pet hen is laying, I imagine. Um, More speculations. Are they raccoons? I thought they were baby raccoons. Ah, there she is. Yes, these are baby raccoons, and at the stage where they go back to the wildlife center. I have had them for about 8 weeks. At this point, giving them formula from a baby bottle. Oh my God, Christy. I want to be Christy Frederick for one day of the year, maybe 2 or 3. How fun to work with wild animals when they are so young and vulnerable and easy to interact with. Wow. Love it. Um, See, Logan and I are commenting on Isaac and Joey. Yes, they could actually start their own open their petting zoo. Michael thinks that abracadabra would be good. I want to reach out and grab you. Okay, that was just me being silly. Let's see what else. Michael says, "Come over for a sleep. We don't mind." I'll definitely keep that in mind. The other day, I was walking past Michael's home as I was heading for my Walking Wednesday adventure, and some black crows were frolicking inside of a bush outside of his house. So I sent him a message. What kind of operation do you run there when you have all these birds stooping outside of your house? It was funny at the time. Right now, I'm clearly seeing that it is not funny at all. Anyhow, Glee has just arrived and she's feeling heat exhaustion. Oh, Glee. Well, it takes some getting used to this business. You will buy a lot of fans, you'll keep them on at your home all the time, and and you'll hopefully get used to it. Heat in Puerto Vallarta will either make you or break you. Jeannie asks about big stages along the Malecon last night. I assume election related. That's probably right. Again, as we reported, yesterday was the last day that candidates were able to toot their own horn legally as we get ready for the election that will take place this Sunday. Let's see. This is a really funny but very pertinent comment. Let's be specific where the rain will be, anywhere in the Bay Area or in Versalles, just checking. This is a funny phenomenon here in Puerto Vallarta. Sometimes it'll start raining in Versalles, but it will not be raining in Conchas Chinas. And you'd think that when it rains, it would rain all over the whole city, but no, sometimes it's really weird that way. Terry says it just started sprinkling in Nuevo Vallarta. Hopefully, raining in Nuevo Vallarta. Hopefully that rain will head our way, but hopefully it'll be substantial. Otherwise, it'll just get hotter and more humid. Christy comments, it's the best, and raccoons are the absolute best to foster. Squirrels are second. Again, that just seems like so much fun to me. And I am at the end of your comments. This broadcast turned out to be surprisingly weird and short, despite the fact that I was stalling earlier to find all my graphics and all the things that I usually use to support the broadcast. But we are at the end of Coffee and Headlines. I hope today you will be okay with this weather, and I hope you will drink a lot of water. I hope you will stay kind, happy, and collected. I hope there is a swimming pool in your future. I am seriously considering another day pass for this weekend. And that's basically what we have for today. Between today and the next time we get together, I wish for you to stay happy, stay kind, stay cool, stay in touch, and hopefully I will see you again soon, maybe even tomorrow. Have a great day.